Hey YouTube, I'm back for a review for the latest episode of Star. Sorry I missed last week. I was not feeling good and the episode was trash to me and I hated this episode too. I do not like this show. When I set out, I had high expectations for Star. I felt like it was going to give me what Empire was giving me. And it wasn't. I started off hopeful and I just lost all hope for the show. Last episode, that hope was just crushed and smashed. This episode, the hope was like, there's no more hope for this show. So, the episode starts off with Hael speaking to Carlotta about the fact that Cotton is actually his son. He says, "Why didn't you tell me, Carlotta?" She says, "Oh, were you going to watch her while I was in jail?" And then that shit made sense to her. And he ain't say shit about it. Like, what the fuck does that gotta do with that you telling me that's my son? Because I'm not about to take him while you in jail, or because you think I'm not about to take him? That sound like some bitter baby mother shit. Because he stopped fucking with you. So now you don't tell him you having a baby for fucking 20-something years. What? Chocolate Dream is at the hospital with Derek. He has multiple injuries, and Alex is being seen by a doctor at the time. Simone and Star are asking a nurse about her status. Star tells Simone that she's going to be moving out. Hunter gets me, she says. He loves me, she says. Carlotta is telling Hael about how Cotton wanted so desperately to be pretty when she was a young boy. And those were clear signs that something was going to be changing in her future. Now, this also pisses me off because you've had plenty of time, bitch. You've had plenty of fucking time to wrap your head around the fact that Arnold wants to be known as a female. That Arnold does not want to be Arnold. Now, whether you agree with it or not, once again, you've had plenty of fucking time to wrap your head around this. Why are we here? And she's still trying to grasp at the fact, like, I wasn't even sure about doing a review because how I feel about the show now. Like, is that a disservice to the people who actually like the show? I mean, I don't want to be sitting up here giving, like, a whole one-sided review. Well, shit, a review gotta be one-sided. Is my side. Who else side can I give? Derek is in ICU. Chocolate Dream is pregnant. Y'all about to throw every motherfucking life situation, everything that could happen or would happen to a human being, y'all gonna throw that in this show. Naomi Campbell is back. She's shocked. She wants Chocolate Dream to get an abortion. She says, "Why would you have a baby at 19? And I had a baby at 19. And look at me! And if she got fucking Naomi Campbell and Lenny Kravitz, you know, whatever. I'm going to just say their real names for the purposes of saving time for me thinking about what they fucking real names are. If she got a situation like that, bitch, go have your baby. Have your damn baby. Don't. Please. Bitch is what Les is doing it. So, please. Star is talking to Chocolate Dream because she's confessed to them that she's pregnant. And Star is talking about, "Oh, have you heard about a condom?" And she acting real high and mighty, knowing that her boyfriend is beating her ass. and that you're a piece of shit, and you tried to fuck my father, and you coming at me talking about condoms. I don't even see how they allow her Star been bobbing and weaving from Hunter, and she giving lectures on motherfucking condoms. Hyle is talking to Cotton at his house. They're having a nice little bonding moment. I would say this was my favorite moment of the episode. So he tells Cotton that he would like to be at her surgery. And I feel like she was touched at the fact that he wanted to be there, because I'm sure Queen Latifah hasn't offered. Oh, hypocritical ass bitch. He says if he had known, he would have been there for her. Queen Latifah told him that it wasn't his baby, and that was it. And just being a young, dumb nigga, he took that shit and ran with it. And I don't blame him. Because a nigga gonna wait for you to say he ain't the father. You say he ain't the father, oh, bet. All right, peace. Like, she pregnant by another nigga. What the fuck am I about to do here? Cotton is gonna resent Carlotta hearing about the fact that Hyle wanted to actually be there, or possibly would have been there if he had known. Like, maybe he would have came back 5 years later. You know how some daddies be. Come back 10 years later. I don't know. Cotton goes home to find that Jocelyn has skipped out with her surgery money. You was hiding money out at the house of Jocelyn when you ain't even want to stay there in the first place? Why wouldn't you just kept the money at home? Or why didn't you put that shit in the bank? You don't have a bank account? What the fuck? Everything, like, y'all trying to have it so something serious is happening to every fucking character. Every character in this whole season, something has happened to. Could we give Miss Bruce some life? Could you give Miss Bruce some camera time? Because I'm about sick of everybody. And I was living for Cotton, and I'm about sick of this Cotton story either, because last week, her being high as hell was extra as fuck. She doing good as hell, looking good. Yeah, she was dancing and shit, but all of a sudden, that shit happened with Elliot, and she looking like a fucking crackhead. Even motherfuckers that sniff some coke don't even look that bad. Like, what the fuck was she doing? Meth? Quincy is awake. Oh, Cotton told Hyle that Michelle had syphilis, so that's why she stole her money. Quincy is awake. He's telling Chocolate Dream to continue with her efforts to be part of America's or Atlanta's best performance. They have a moment. Star is in the shop raiding. Cotton walks in talking about where is her jewelry. Why are you yelling, where's my jewelry, before you go look for your jewelry? Or she's like, oh, I'm just here for my jewelry. Like, I wouldn't even have said anything. I can't even. All the girls are at a photo shoot. What the fuck? They all had on their clothes that they was working all day in. And then it sounded like it was a TLC song in the back. Is that the song that TLC been supposed to be putting together for like the last 5 years? Or part of that album they were supposed to be putting together 5 years ago? Is that it? Well, it was aight. There's a social media expert who is advising them on how to take pictures. She's telling them, sex it up, sex it up. Telling Senorita, She's telling Senorita and Star to basically make out with each other. While Chocolate Dream and Simone just look like confused bookends. And the books are hoe and trash. Alex and Simone just look so out of place. They look like they ain't even belong there. And then Hunter was there, and Hunter was looking at it with this jealousy. He was looking at it like she was fucking a dude right in front of him. That's how he was looking at them have that little bullshit that they had going on. Hayao admits to the fact that he likes Eva. Hunter is begging Star not to go on tour. So all of a sudden, Hunter is this extremely insecure. Like, extreme to where you should have been prescribed medication. They're rehearsing for the performance. They're rehearsing for the Elena's best performance on the stage. They look like 4 separate people. They do not look like a group. They do not have any type of flow. They just don't flow. Star up here like singing, Chocolate Dream over here like, Simone over here like, Senorita over here like, bitty bitty bum bum, bitty bitty bum bum bum. Cotton shows up to Elliot's and he does not give her a warm welcome. There's a woman in the house, and it is a white woman, and Cotton is not here for it. She's like, oh, white bitch. Elliot gonna say, oh, she says, I thought you loved me. He says, I take it back. Really? This shit is too extra. Like, I know that shit could happen. Like, yeah, that could happen. You give yourself to some man. He tells you he loves you. You might show up at his house and he tells you get the fuck out of here. That shit ain't happened to me, but I'm sure it's happened to somebody. Now, why the fuck can't y'all write in some happiness? Why can't y'all write in some like just love? Who the fuck? That it's like really pissing me off. That shit is like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then you think like, but you got black people writing this. Like, where the fuck is the black love? And no, Quincy and Chocolate Dream ain't it, because they got this whole situation going. She already pregnant. He paralyzed. No. They don't even know each other enough. Now, had they been together for years, then we could be like, okay, they can make it through. Sitting up here pregnant and he paralyzed, you sit up there feeling like their relationship gonna fall. Because they're not mature enough to be able to deal with so much. She might have to be wiping his ass and her baby ass. So that's not a happy ending to me. Y'all done fucked up that little love story that I had going. Yeah, she finds out she's pregnant and he finds out he's paralyzed in the same episode. Cotton goes, Elliot says to Lisa that, oh, this person was just leaving. Cotton says, oh, this person left a thong in your bed and she will retrieve it. I like that part. Cotton steals his whole checkbook, and I was like, go ahead, bitch. Okay. That's my boyfriend's checkbook, officer. Now, I would have took like maybe 4 or 5 checks. I wouldn't have took the whole checkbook. I would have took like maybe 4 or 5 checks from the back. He wouldn't have known for a long time, at least till he looked up his bank statement. And then when he does find out that she's cashed a check and then he does send the police after her, then she could be like, I spent that money like 3 weeks ago. He's mad because I broke up with him yesterday. And that's why he called the police. She gonna end up putting on a whole drag. Well, I guess it's drag for her. Like, she put on some male drag to cash his check. I guess she got an ID made. Well, she asked Hayel to make an ID for her, and I guess she got it made in Elliot's name, but I don't even see why she had to do all of that. I would have went as myself. This is my husband. This is my boyfriend's checkbook. Oh, he's saying that I stole his money? Well, that's because his white bitch found out that I'm a man and now he's mad. But he's been paying for me. He's been paying my way for quite some time. Big Boy want to produce their first album, but he want them to drop their dead weight. And the dead weight is Hayel. Big Boy look like he a good 5'1". And it's just comical to me when men that small get all buck. It's like, because it's like you talking shit to a nigga and you got to look up. It's like if you going to be that little, just throw the punch. Don't be doing all that talking. Just throw the punch. Because you look like a fucking, like you one of the Lollipop Guild. That's what the fuck you looking like. The Lollipop Guild, the hip hop. Yael confronts Big Boy outside because Senorita tells him about what Big Boy said. Star takes a chance to put on blast Benjamin Bratt and Senorita's relationship. And I'm just like, wow, why are y'all doing that in front of him? Just showing the dysfunction amongst your group. There's an anonymous tip that places Yael's car in the vicinity of Otis's murder, or Otis, where he was buried. At first, I thought it was Arlene, but at the end of the episode, we find that it was most likely Senorita. While Hayel is professing his undying love for this anonymous-ass bitch, Quincy's in the hospital and he complains that he can't really feel his legs like that. The doctor breaks the news to him that he most likely will not walk again. And like I said, this is too much trauma for every fucking character in this show. We've lost a stylist. Quincy's paralyzed. Chocolate Dream is pregnant. Simone is an addict. Star is being abused. Carlotta lied about her baby. Yael is a drug addict and he was involved in sex trafficking. Senorita is a sex trafficking victim or willing participant. We've got Sugar Mama Turtle Skin in dire need of plastic surgery. We've got Arlene with the stiff-ass bob. Hunter with his domestic violence tendencies. What else we got? Now we got Miss Bruce. What is Miss Bruce doing in her life? I want to know. Chocolate Dream tells Quincy that she's pregnant and he is shocked. He doesn't really know what to say and she doesn't either. They cuddle up with each other and I was happy that she didn't get mad that he didn't say he was happy, because it's an understandable thing to be shocked. So I was glad they just kind of cuddled up after that. Star and Hunter have an overly dramatic altercation. I don't even want to talk about it. But she got knocked the fuck out. Naomi is talking to her beautiful daughter Alex, and she is saying that she'll support her. And I was like, duh, bitch, you better have that baby. Hayel is arrested for Otis's murder, and Senorita smirks while he's carted away. I will not be watching Star next season. No. Well, thank you for joining me for another review. I'm sorry if I was not entertaining at all, but I tried. And And it's hard to try to review it when you feel this way about it. I don't know. I haven't too much reviewed stuff that I didn't like. I'll see you later for another review of something else. Bye.